From the Weather NorCal Command Center, this is your morning update.
Your weekend weather update is made possible by Caltrans District 2.
Hey folks, good morning. Hope you had a nice week so far. I think the weather's definitely going to cooperate as we head through today, tomorrow, and probably the next 5 or 6 days, to be honest with you. First things first, the wind is much calmer today than it was yesterday, at least in terms, it wasn't that bad, right? I mean, we were still talking 10, 15 mile an hour gusts, but we're actually cutting that down to about 5 miles an hour today, widespread across the area with those temperatures staying there in the 70s. As we head through the valley out towards Siskiyou and Modoc County, we'll probably be in the mid-60s by this afternoon, with clear skies all across the board. Out towards the East Mountains and Plumas County, again, we're probably talking about 60 degrees as we head through this afternoon into the early hours of this evening. Taking a look at the coast from Humboldt up to Del Norte County, we'll probably be about 63, 64, 65 degrees by this afternoon. Head a little further inland and out towards Trinity County, and we'll be about 70 degrees as we head through today. On the board, yeah, we're doing just fine. Check this out. Big picture, whole lot of nothing going on. That's just fine, right? I think we'll definitely take that. I really don't think we get into an active pattern until about the end of the week and into next weekend. And that's what, a good 6-7 days out. So we kind of hold this pattern here of a whole lot of nothing, high pressure sticking around with only patchy clouds at worst for probably the next 5 days. This weekend, of course, weather's cooperating. Go out, take a hike, do whatever tickles your fancy, right, for lack of a better term. I mean, really, we are definitely having conditions that cooperate. It's kind of a mini heat wave. We have this big omega block, as it's called. The reason for is because we have low pressure off to our east and west, and it makes the shape of a Greek omega symbol. You can actually kind of see that on the clouds in the big picture, but in the meantime, really, there's not much to go off of, to be honest with you there. Looks like we might get a little bit of fog in the valley as we head through the first and about middle half of the week. I'm starting to think this is less of a actual rain chance and more of a moisture being triggered on the models here, because sometimes models are a little finicky like that. I think we stay pretty much dry through the week until about late Thursday into Friday. Then we get this system here, and it has a little bit of Arctic air, so we might be talking a little bit lower snow levels. Notice, though, it really wasn't the most robust system ever. We weren't talking some huge 36-inch blizzard or some huge flood event, nothing like that. But it does look like our next precipitation chance, with chance showers late Thursday and into next Friday and into next weekend as well. You can see we're already at Saturday here. We're going to have winds sharply out of the northwest. I'll tell you one thing's probably for sure, at least this far out, it looks like we're going to have right back with those northwesterly winds, probably pretty sharp too, could be 20, 25 miles an hour. But I'll be honest with you, can't really give you too many specifics right now. Of course, models can and will change. For the next few days though, we're doing magnificent. I can't really reiterate that enough. There are only so many ways to say, go out and take advantage of the weather cooperating, especially in late March in the northern state. All right, so let's take a look at the wave heights. The wind calming down is definitely the big impact to your right. You can see those getting back down in the single digits. Along the coast, we're talking 2 to 4 feet, even a good 30, 40 nautical miles off the coast. We're only pegging about 4 or 5 feet. So we're doing pretty good here on the marine forecast as well with those calmer waves. I'm going to step off here and discuss your 7-day for a little bit, because check this out here. There's the big picture. You can see the next 5 days with those pretty nice conditions. Temperatures, again, cooling off towards the end of the week, though, here on the coast. We'll be back down in the mid-50s, maybe upper 50s by Thursday, but for the next several days, yeah, we're talking mostly clear skies, only partly cloudy at worst, with mid-60s there. Out towards Alturas and Modoc County, we're talking consistent mid to upper 60s, maybe even near 70 by Monday and Tuesday, with again temperatures cooling down as we get into that Arctic system Thursday and Friday. But again, I really don't think we see too much in the way of inclement weather until Friday, Saturday, and beyond. Here's our winter for the temperatures out there in Redding all the way down to Chico. We're probably talking some pretty nice conditions in terms of temperatures. Notice Sunday and into Monday. That's really kind of our local peak in terms of temperatures. Would not shock me in the slightest to see some of us hit 80 there, especially Sunday and Monday, and maybe even Tuesday, to be honest with you, as those temperatures continue to trend up. But then, as for the rest of us, we're kind of falling in line here in the valley. Thursday, Friday, and beyond, start cooling back down, introduce those chance of showers. Thanks for joining me here this morning from the Weather NorCal Command Center. Of course, I'll be back with you at 12 for more Fresh from Here, and I'll speak to you soon.